Here's a brutal truth about the product management job search. 97% of applicants are getting wrecked. Not from a lack of skill, not from using the wrong rules. They copy the same resume bullets, they chase every opening. They let the market decide their value. You don't have a job search problem, you have a positioning problem. Stay with me here. I'll give you 3 rules the top 3% follow. At minute 6, a word-for-word outreach script. At minute 12, the one weekly metric that matters. At minute 17, a 2-minute 90-day plan. Hit subscribe if you want a role you're proud of, and let's get into it. At this point, you might be wondering, why should I listen to this guy? Well, I'm Shobit Chugh. I've been a product manager at Google, product leader at several other companies, and over the past 5 years, I've helped 1,000 product managers get to the next level in their job search as CEO and founder of Intentional Product Manager. So let's get into it. You hear apply more, network more, be patient. That advice stalls strong candidates. The market rewards clarity, not volume. Leaders hire people who remove their next risk. So we build your angle of mastery, and then we run a pipeline like a business. The 97% sell tenure. Years, titles, tasks. The 3% sell a problem that they can solve and they can own. Your angle of mastery answers 2 questions fast. What business problem do you solve with proof? And then for which stage, what model, and what constraints? Say this line out loud. I help this stage of companies go from the costly status quo to measurable outcome by a certain repeatable method proven at, and then whatever your evidence is. Examples are coming next. Example 1. I help post-Series B SaaS teams cut trial drop-off from 60% to 35% in 90 days by rebuilding activation loops proven at 2 companies. Example 2. I help fintechs ship audit-ready features on time by tightening decision cadence and risk reviews proven across 3 launches. Wow! If I was that company, I would want to hire that person. They know exactly what problem they solve. Now, how do you find your angle of mastery? Step 1, mine your wins. Pull 5 projects with measurable results. For each project, write decision, action, impact. Step 2, cluster these patterns. What type of problems keep repeating? Step 3, narrow the stage. Seed stage, growth stage, mature stage, maybe it's a product stage. Pick one. Step 4, name the risk you neutralize. Could be churn, could be late delivery, could be compliance, could be activation, could be lack of revenue and alignment with the sales team. You tell me what risk you neutralize. Step 5, write the 1-line angle. And then test it. If a VP reads it and says we need that, you're in. Recruiter reads it and it knows who to send you to, you're in. You can defend it with proof, not fluff. Then use that headline in your LinkedIn, roller discipline, and then I help who go from status quo to outcome by this method, results at, and then put your proof. For example, product leader, I help B2B SaaS cut time to value from 21 days to 7 by fixing activation. Results at Acme and Beta. Companies I made up. Pin a featured post with a 3-story thread that proves the angle. Each story shows a number, a lever, and a result. No jargon salad. Rule 2. Pre-commit your filter. Spray and pray leads to average offers. Decide your filter before you apply. Define 4 lines. Role and scope you want, compensation band you want, stage and business model you target, deal breakers you refuse. Write them. Read them daily. You choose your market. Based on that, you build a 10 company target list. Pick 10, not 100. Use 3 signals. They have the problem you solve, you can prove you solved it, and you see 3 warm paths into the organization. Create a simple table. Company, hiring executive, proof story you'll use. mutual contacts, likely risks they face now. Block your calendar to work this list. Here's a word-to-word outreach you could use. Subject, quick note on specific problem at company. Body name, hi is pushing on to certain goal. I shipped, very short proof, that cut metric X from X to Y. The risk that you solve is in your mind. Happy to share the 2 moves that worked for us. No pitch, just notes if useful. Would a quick 15-minute call work this week? Your name. Why it works? Well, you anchor on the problem. You show real proof in 1 line. You offer value, not a resume drop. Send 20 of these over 2 weeks. Track replies. 3-story proof stack. Look, you need 3 specific stories ready at all times. Each story could be told in 5 minutes, could be told in 45 to 60 seconds, and then you should be able to articulate them and pull from them. Story 1, a core product win. Story 2, a cross-functional win that shows leadership. Story 3, a recovery story where a miss turned into a system change. Close every story with the number and the lesson. Numbers build trust. Lessons show judgment. Your resume also needs to be a sales page. What does that mean? Well, ideally 1 page, maximum 2. Top third sells the angle, not a bio. Bullets start with a verb, end with a metric. Cut anything that you cannot defend in front of a recruiter or hiring manager in 1 sentence. Your format should be verb, lever, business impact. Example, rebuild activation workflow, lifted trial to paid user by 23%, brought in $10 million in recurring ARR, all within a space of 2 quarters. Now, let's talk a bit about interview mindset reset. You're not here to answer trivia. You're here to qualify a partnership. Lead with clarity, ask clean questions, guide the room. Frame every answer on their risk. Say, here's how I approach this class of problem. Prove it with a story. Finish with, if we work together, here's how I would start in week 1. The 5 qualifying questions you must ask. What must be true in 90 days for you to call this a win? What risks have slowed this down before? Where does work get stuck here? How are decisions made when data is thin? What would make someone fail in this role? Ask these in every loop. You will stand out in minutes. Now let's talk about rule 3. Run this like a business. Businesses run on metrics and on a dashboard. So do you. Your weekly scoreboard has 5 numbers. High intent conversations booked, referrals earned, loop scheduled, offers in play, average days per stage. Track inputs, not just outcomes. Inputs are things you can do. Outcomes are the end results that happen. When high intent conversations go up, interviews follow. If referrals stall, fix your outreach or your angle. If you track 1 number, track warm intros earned. Everything compounding in your search flows from your trust. Set a weekly goal, for example, 2 to 3 new warm intros. Review it every Friday. Ask what created those and what did not. Double down, cut the rest. Okay, next is your 30-second pitch. Here's the structure you need to have ready for it. And this is really critical. Who you help, the costly status quo, the outcome you drive, 1 proof line. Example, I help growth stage SaaS teams cut time to value. New users wait weeks to feel the product. I focus on the first 7 days to get more activation fast. Last quarter, we took time to value from 21 days to 7. Weekly active users rose 23%. Say it clean. Practice until it sounds like you. You must also have a 90-day plan ready to go, which you can give in 2 minutes. Like phase 1, week 0 to 2, learn and map. Meet users, sales, success ops. Pull the 3 most painful moments in the journey. Audit decision cadence and metrics. Output, a simple 1-pager with the top 2 bets and the kill list. Phase 2, weeks 3 to 6, unlock quick wins. Ship 1 activation fix, close 1 recurring gap in delivery, land a cadence for decisions. Phase 3, weeks 7 to 12, scale what works. Make the win durable. Move 1 cross-team habit from ad hoc to standard. Tie the work to revenue, retention, or risk. Say this plan in under 2 minutes. Leaders hear certainty and focus. Now, your plan might be different. It might be you're taking on a 0 to 1 product, so it's all about customer interviews, building alignment. Totally fine. You need to have this plan. You might get questions or concerns like you don't have any experience. Do not find that head on. Redirect to outcomes. Say, look, the risk is real. Here's how I de-risk execution in new domains. List your method, your cadence, your proof of fast learning. Offer a small test in 30 days if they need it. Say, hey, I'll work with you for 2 days. You might pay me for it. Let's figure it out if I can make it happen. Think of yourself as an entrepreneur, not just a job seeker. Now, when asked compensation, say I care about fit and scope. If we see a match, I'm sure we can land a package inside market for this level. Wait till the end to negotiate. When you have an offer, thank you, I'm excited about the work based on market and scope. I am targeting this number. What's that number? Well, for that you need some inside knowledge, which we have. But if we can get to this number with certain levels like equity, sign-on, level, I can sign now. I can stop all my other interviews. I can sign now. What should you do this week? Do these 5 things. Write your angle in 1 line, update your headline and about, build a 10 company list, send 10 targeted DMs using today's script, book 1 mock interview on your biggest gap. Put these on your calendar now. Real change needs time on the calendar. It's great if you watch this video and walk away, but if it's not on your calendar, it just did not matter. I'll give you an example. A client had sent 400 applications, 3 screens, no offers. We cut it down to 12 targets. We rewrote the angle on activation, built 3 stories, sent a warm intro goal of 3 per week. 5 weeks later, 6 warm loops, 2 on-sites, 1 offer they could be proud of. Same person, just a new system. Now, there might be certain common traps you might fall into, like building a longer resume, not a sharper angle, saying yes to every intro and losing the week, answering interviews like a quiz, not a leader, negotiating from need, not value, waiting for certainty instead of shipping small bets. Pick 1 trap you will stop this week. There's some common myths like, the market is slow, I should wait. The truth is that there's always demand for people who remove risk. Another myth is, I need a perfect resume. Truth is, you need a clearer angle of mastery and a clear proof. Another myth is networking feels fake. Truth. Leadership is a relationship. Serve the problem, not yourself. Look, here's the bottom line, and here's the difference between the 97% versus the 3%. 97% chase openings, 3% choose problems. 97% apply more, 3% earn more trust. 97% wait, 3% ship proof and follow up. Pick your site today. As a recap, here's the 3 rules. Build your angle of mastery, sell a problem you own. Pre-commit your filter and choose your market. Run a weekly system. Track warm intros, not feelings. You want help building this system? Join me inside Intentional Job Search. We'll craft your angle, rework your assets, build your 10 company plan and run your weekly dashboard. Link below to book a strategy call. If you prefer to start solo, well, there's a link here where you can grab the free 1-pager. It has the headline, the DM script, the 90-day outline. Stop playing a game you cannot win. Pick a problem, own it, run your search like a business, and I'll see you in the next video.